think again. I've heard things that'll blow your mind. And now I think it's time you get the whole story. No.
Better take heed, cause the feds are listening. Sitting outside of your dog is christening. Surveillance video that's tapping your phones without warrants, tracking whips, the war is on. Better take heed, cause the feds are listening. Sitting outside of your dog is christening. Surveillance video that's tapping your phones without warrants, tracking whips, the war's been on. It's been on, it's dead wrong. You playing against the stack deck. Street life to life is walking on the third deck. Used to push a sick whip, used to have an ill crib. Now they got an ill bit, single mother chasing bad kids on their own, cause papa ain't home. A vicious cycle for the paper, like a high you chaser. Bags of dough, that's gone a week later. Back chasing, blazing trails, using up favors, jeopardizing everybody that you know. Taking down empires when them whistles blow. Snitches a habit, know the rules, motherfucker. Everyone loses, cause there's prisons full of these suckers. There's a new world order. You think you free? Try crossing the border. Motherfucker, you'll get slaughtered. Decrease of populations, they stopping whole nations. These plans, they in motion. You cattle just waiting. Better take heed, cause the feds are listening. Sitting outside of your dog is christening. Surveillance video that's tapping your phones without warrants, tracking whips, the war is on. Better take heed, cause the feds are listening. Sitting outside of your dog is christening. Surveillance video to tapping your phones without warrants, tracking whips, the war's been on.
Life is crazy, it's hard and short. Gotta maintain to hold down the fort. Close round the board, waiting for the day of Armageddon. Keep the final call. My sins don't compare to crimes committed by the gigantic empire. Lives are acquitted, cause they knew the right people. Lives are wicked. We've been advised, we visit this country despite our citizenship. I'm sick of this shit, we bigger than this. I feel like killing the bitch. Call the Statue of Liberty. Fuck the rhetoric you giving me. You can't take away from my pride and my dignity. Piece of surprise, killing ignorance. Piece of my sick pop fam, we killing this. And my cliques distant from the rest. We stay brilliant on the mission to be the best.
Better take heed, cause the feds are listening. Sitting outside of your dog is christening. Surveillance video that's tapping your phones without warrants, tracking whips, the war is on. Better take heed, cause the feds are listening. Sitting outside of your dog is christening. Surveillance video to tapping your phones without warrants, tracking whips, the war's been on.
Focus when I wrote this. Bang bang nizzles coming like a million locusts. I got that get the gab when I jab, when I mad, or when I stab shit up and maneuver. This ain't the sticks, this is the sewers. Real ghetto bricks, yeah. In Boston, the whites been in the jets. Crazy white boys like me get mad respect, passed down from generation to generation. I know the real deal situation. Bobby Bang Bang Neil, my real name. Lost you over the Atlantic Ocean. Frantic, Irish fanatic, MC Steel. Cause I'm so real. Got DAs buying our shit. Feds INS, suck my dick. Pass that shit quick. Can't believe I'm Spock and Hela. When you hypocrites run your mouth, you piece of shit. Now you're gonna get dealt with legit. Kissing people's ass, trying to get rich.
Better take heed, cause the feds are listening. Sitting outside of your dog is christening.
Oh shit. I'm sorry. I think I'm fucking losing my mind. It's either that, it's the weed. I don't know. No, it's the weed. No, you know what it is? I think it's seeing people do well, seeing people grind, and locals too. People, massholes, fellow massholes like myself. I like seeing people fucking grind, man. I grind. I've been grinding since 11, even fucking in single digit years. We were starting fights at the store, and we grabbed fucking a bunch of gum. Sorry, Joe Bully. We weren't doing it because we didn't like it. We was doing 25 cents a piece of gum to girls in school as a kid in fucking elementary, for Christ's sakes. Yeah. You gotta make money. Legally, it's easy. If you're a savage, if you were a savage back in the days, like selling drugs, right? Just like I would, you could do it legally, even more so. You could fucking murder it. Like, murder it. Sometimes you gotta find investors and shit, shit like that. But you can't be scared to fucking look for investors and shit. Shit like, grab some fucking, I don't know, grab 50 or 100 grand from somebody. You could even start a business with 5-10 grand these days. Like, if I had iPhones and iPads and fucking computers like this easy, even though it took me a couple years to figure them out and shit, right? If we had these in the 80s and 90s, I'm kind of glad they came out now because I'd probably be in a lot of fucking trouble. I already gotten enough trouble. So, like, yeah, I think it's hard for the younger generation with all this information in their hands, right in their hands. It's not like you have to go out and live it like we did, but I'm not even comparing generations. I'm just saying, no wonder why younger generation gets in so much trouble, man. I get it. Yeah, alpha fucking young fucking blood is fucking boiling. You're pissed off at society. You're pissed off at the world. Like, I felt that way too as a kid. Like, I felt that way as an adult, man. Or I don't mean kid. I call 70-year-olds kid. Kid is just a fucking name that Bostonians use. And Quincy, Southwest Quincy, I'm 7 miles away from downtown, but like I could drive right through Dorchester, right from Quincy. Like, no bullshit in Mattapan, right here. I'm connected. Like I don't know what people think Quincy's a suburbs, but it really isn't. I mean, it's probably, yeah, certain parts are nicer. The first fucking part you drive into Quincy is probably nice from Boston. But Southwest Quincy, Bruce Corner, we were 200 deep a day down there. It's one of the toughest fucking people I ever met in my life of fucking from there. Southwest Quincy, like, no bullshit, man. And I know tough kids from North Quincy, Germantown, Howes Neck. There's a lot of tough kids from fucking Quincy. Some of the toughest kids I ever met were from here. And Dorchester, and Boston, like, all the boroughs, Dorchester, like, so many different boroughs in Boston. Yeah, tough people in Massachusetts, period. Every city. There's so many little cities in Boston. I mean, in Massachusetts, I'm sorry, Massachusetts. There's so many cities. Worcester, fucking Springfield, West Massachusetts, right? In the middle. One's in the middle, one's at the bottom. I went to Worcester so many times to see concerts at the Worcester Centrum in the 80s as a teenager. And Rhode Island. And then you got Fall River, you got fucking New Bedford, 2 different cities, right? Then you got Brockton with Marciano and fucking, one of my biggest inspirations, rest in peace, Marvin Hagler and Rocky Marciano from Petronelli's Gym, where I spar on Fridays for a while. And then there's Lowell, Lynn, fucking, yeah, it just goes on and on the list. Cambridge, Charlestown, 1 square mile of terror, fucking East Boston, Everett, Revere. I mean, it just goes on and on. Watertown, it goes on and on. These little fucking cities. Quincy has always been a fucking city. Oh, always. And we got 13 boroughs. We got more than Boston, actually. It's just you got a lot of like political people that live in like Squantum and on the beach, like on the east coast of the beach in Wollaston, certain parts, and certain parts of Howes Neck. But for the most part, it's all middle class and under. Then there's, the hood. I mean, really bad shit has happened. I had 2 friends that did 2 fucking murder beds when they were 17 and 18, like crazy fucking shit, man. A lot of fights. People had pieces, but people weren't shooting nobody like to get back at each other. It was fist fights and fucking kicks in the face and everything. Like everything went. But people came fucking shooting. There was people shooting back, believe me. And that's the thing I try to explain to people. Listen, if someone's trying to kill you from 2 fucking blocks away, I'd be trying to kill them fucking too. So I hope it's like older people like me that can fucking steer these people clear of that shit. And me, myself, I ain't taking an order. Even when I was younger, I wasn't taking orders from no man. You know what I mean? I worked with fucking strong men. You know what I mean? I had mentors, but they weren't trying to get me in trouble. They weren't trying to get me in trouble. And if I did get in trouble for dealing with one of their problems or whatever, they would have got me the fuck out. But no, I dealt with problems for them, but never had to go to jail for it. That's why I said, like, when I got in trouble, like, I took my fucking time like a man, because, like, why should I bring people down on me? That's fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible. And people fucking, even in my generation, it doesn't fucking matter. There's rats everywhere, man. Just gotta be careful. And, like, I wouldn't even, that's why I was saying preaching illegal shit a couple minutes ago. I'm sorry if I went on a rant. And I was thinking about when we were making that second album. I'm like I always had a good time. AJ, what's happening, brother? Well, you know what, brother? Sometimes, like, I'll only do like 2 or 3 or 2 in a week and shit, like a couple shorts and maybe like a video or something. You know what I mean? Like when there's like just like fight weeks and shit. Because honestly, all I really cover is boxing and UFC. And I like Bellator. I'm gonna enjoy watching Bellator. Almost probably have a sweep, if not a whole sweep. But without elbows, it's really not mixed martial arts. Like, I can't, and I'm not blaming this on the fucking fighters, because Bellator fighters use elbows. Yeah, they use elbows from what I remember. Yeah, PFL just don't use elbows. I don't understand how they even get away with it, but maybe it's. I heard they're really good people that own the PFL, so I'm not gonna shit on them because I don't know the fucking the politics down in fucking Vegas. I don't know them down there. I can't, honestly, they're different in every fucking state. I live in a Commonwealth. It's the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. I think there's only 2 or 3 Commonwealths. DC, I think DC, where Jay's from, is a Commonwealth. Baltimore. I think Baltimore, DC, and Massachusetts are the only Commonwealths in America. Or there's a few more, possibly. I don't Google much shit, you know what I mean? Unless I have to get a spelling right. That's it. Like, most shit I know in my head, if I think's hard enough, I'll remember. I've read a lot of books, and I lived a long life, you know, so far, 53 years. I probably lived a 100-year-old's life in 53 years. In the first 25, 30 years of my life, I probably lived about a 50-year-old life by then. But here's the funny thing. I always took care of myself, I guess. So that's, someone was asking me, well, how do you stay so young? I go, I got grays on my face. I shave and grays all coming on my face. Even though they're not on my hair that much on top of my head, but even you start losing the back of your head a little bit up top. It's just like, I'm better off just shaving my head fucking bald. But then someone would probably say I'm trying to be Joe Rogan or something. Joe Rogan can never be me. I can never be Joe Rogan. But he did inspire me to do podcasts. I will give him, and Be Real from Cypress Hill with the Smoke Box. Mike Tyson's first 2 seasons of hot boxing. That fucking inspired me too. Just hearing the old school stories from the 80s and 90s. Like, I'm like, damn, I got so many of fucking those, but I really didn't want to get into the like the crime and the true crime and talking about other people's shit, because I don't feel like I'm not a journalist, you know what I mean? I'm not even I'm just a knucklehead alpha male. I'm one of those guys that had to face my fear of fucking coming on here and do this shit. And not that I'm scared of anybody, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't want to look like a fool. But you're definitely going to get politically correct with me. You're just going to get brutally honest. That's it. It's the only way I know how to be. I know how to sugarcoat anything. All I can do is be brutally honest or real recognize, real bottom line. That's it. And hopefully people get some lessons out of the rants, because I can't help it. I blame it on the head injury. And I guess when you're a wild dude, and even if you ain't a wild motherfucker, I guess when you hit your head, when you land on your head or whatever, have a bad head injury, I guess people get wild, like Roseanne Barr, like a bunch of comedians that were fucking crazy. Yeah, it's just a lot of wild people that bet, like football players, right? Like fucking boxers, right? Like fucking mixed martial artists, people who cause CTE. I didn't take a lot of punches in fights, honestly. I took punches in the ring, headgear on. Actually, I actually prefer to spar with no headgear, but I wore headgear sometimes. But it takes your peripheral vision away when you're moving laterally and shit, moving around a lot, trying to create angles, and you're fast with your feet. Hard to explain to somebody unless you spot it and you're like, then you understand what I'm saying. It's I see Mike Tyson spar without headgear, or other fighters I knew I spar with didn't use it a lot, so it just makes you move your head more. You don't want to get fucking hit. You know what I mean? It's not even about taking the punch. Sometimes you got to take a punch to get inside, but sometimes if you get pissed off at yourself that you let them hit you, and you should be pissed off at yourself. You should be slipping all the time, even if it's a quarter inch. It's like Volk, perfect example. When he was moving backwards, he had his chin way up in there the whole fight, and I'm like, the old Volk would have never done that. That head kick knockout, he didn't take enough time to. And I understand he wants to make a lot of money for his family. I get it. I'm not shit. I took Volk on the pick. I'm like, I never seen anyone prove that guy wrong yet. I'm gonna go with him, And Poirier, I gotta admit, you have to have confidence like that to win. I understand his confidence because that's the same exact confidence I have in myself, and anything I fucking done, anything I do, I always had that confidence. So yeah, it's really the truth. If you don't have confidence, you're gonna be like I write in the description, if you ever get offended easily, this ain't the channel. Because I'm not trying to offend nobody, I'm just being honest. And sometimes the truth hurts with people. That's what I've noticed. Not with you, AJ. You're a fucking animal, dude. All right, let me share this. My picks this week. Fucking kind of horrible. I gotta admit, I'll admit it. Like you gotta have humility. And I say this to people, but they don't listen. Jesus, Bobby, what the fuck you doing? Me. My name is Robert. Bobby. All right. Is this working? Yes, it is. I think. I'm pretty sure. Make sure. Let me see. Yes, it is working. Okay. Wow, that's weird. It shows up different on the screen, different than it shows up on my screen. So here we go. 5 out of 12. Not a fucking good week. You know what? I'm going to leave that up there. Shout out to Tapology. I'm going to leave that up there because that ain't my ads. That's ads for Tapology. I'm not going to fuck up their fucking money. All right. 5 out of 12. Horrible. 2 perfect. 325. I'm not going for perfect. Yeah, it's nice. I'm just going for wins. Usually I get the co-main in the main right. Volk was doing good in the first round. He stopped kicking the legs in the second round and got behind that black line and was up against that fence, the place he shouldn't have fucking been. And that's just the truth. And I think he knows that too. Volk, I'd take a year off and come back and fucking make another run. I think people got to worry about Umar Nurmagomedov right now. Everyone's talking different names other than Umar. I don't think people realize how good he is, man. Like Usman, his cousin, Khabib's cousin. These are Khabib's cousins. They're Khabib's bloodline. Like these guys are as good as Khabib, but they throw their hands and their feet better than Khabib. They throw it more random. They only use wrestling as a last resort. So they're trying to knock you out, separate you from consciousness. How do you think Islam and Khabib got so good? It was fucking these small guys, fucking chasing these small guys around the fucking ring and shit. Telling you, man, fucking pressure creates diamonds. It's all, you know, I used to always spout the best guys. That's the reason to challenge yourself. Taporia defeats Volkanovski. Congratulations, Ilya Taporia. Volk, you're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You have nothing to be ashamed of, bro. You put in a lot of work since 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. Give yourself a break. You had 5 fucking straight years fucking without stopping. Take a break. Take a break. Take a year with your family, your wife and kids, and everything you fight for. That's that reason. You gotta, like, this is the reason I grind so hard in everything I fucking do. It's for my wife and my kids. But coming off all those pain meds and everything, it's the hardest thing I've ever done. Emotionally, it's hard. But Volk, nothing to be ashamed of, man. Like, a lot of us backed you. A lot of UFC and mixed martial arts fans backed you because we've never seen anyone stop you. Ortega, Rodriguez. I thought Rodriguez was definitely gonna. I had more faith in Rodriguez beating you than Ilya. I'm just being honest. I knew Ilya could definitely stop you. I knew he could beat you. I wanted to see it proven first. Now we have a whole new generation of younger guys. There's going to be a lot of changes in fucking in championships in the UFC. And now we're going to see how long you can hold it, because getting it is one thing. It's very hard to get it, right? But to hold it is a whole different fucking level. You know how there's levels to fighting? Well, now you get a target on your back. Everyone wants a piece of you because they know they're going to get pay-per-view points. They're going to make more money just to try to fucking take what's yours now. So now you got to train every fucking day. There is no downtime no more. Now it's at the gym every day. Defend that motherfucking title like Leon Edwards is doing. Leon Edwards, I give a lot of credit to, and I always like Leon Edwards. I like his story. He's one of my favorite England fighters. Him, Bisping, I like Aspinall. I always like Aspinall. I just think he's fighting not more than he can chew with John Jones, but I'd want to fight John Jones. I'd want to fight the best two. So I'm not saying nothing bad about him. I just think, Aspinall, let it play out with Stipe first. Keep yourself busy. There's plenty of other heavyweights out there to keep you busy till Jones and Stipe fight. And then keep talking shit, because Jones will fucking oblige you. If you give him a reason to train, he will fight you. And I'm sure Dana White will give John Jones, if he's offering Khabib a lot of money and Conor, he's going to offer John Jones a lot of money till after he's done with Stipe. And I love Stipe. I'm not going against Stipe. John Jones is my favorite fucking mixed martial artist. And when he retires, people will miss him. And I know it seems like he's been retired with, the layoffs, 18-month layoffs, the years over mistakes he made. Everyone thinks they're perfect out there. You're not. You can't judge no one. You better take a look in the mirror, people that hate John Jones. Because I made those same mistakes. No, I've never. If I hit my wife, she'd be dead. She's one of the toughest people I fucking know. If I hit my wife, she'd be dead. I've never had a domestic in 32 years with my wife, and I can honestly say that. Yeah, if I hit my wife, she'd probably be dead. Maybe she wouldn't. Maybe she would fucking probably kill me. Maybe. But I know for sure, like, if John Jones hit his wife, or if I hit my wife, like, I've broken people's cheekbones and their eye sockets with one left hook. They had to go get plastic surgery. It's not just one person. So I know if I hit my wife, come on, a male with the testosterone, I mean, I don't do roids or nothing. I'm saying our testosterone is just more than women, females. It's a proven fact. It's a scientifically proven fact. So, yeah, and especially a guy that hits hard. I wouldn't even want to think about it, but if I hit my wife, I don't even know if I could. My best advice is grab their wrists and restrain them. Don't let them, if they're hitting you, just grab their wrists. Don't backhand them like fucking other people fucking do. Trust me. Don't do it. I've seen too many people hemmed up on that shit. All right, Robert Whittaker and Costa. What a fucking fight. Costa, you did better than I thought you would do. If you stick with training and get leaner, if you understand what lean means, Robert Whittaker is the perfect example. See how fast? I know people say Costa was faster. I don't think Costa was faster. It just looked like he was faster because he was bigger. He's a big kid, man. Costa's a big boy, and he said he hasn't been lifting for at least 2 months. He said prior to this fight, he hasn't been lifting weights. He said all body weight training, and I believe if he sticks with just body weight training, he would be more effective. He'll be fast. He won't be as. I think he caught a second wind in like right after he hit Whittaker with that spinning heel. That spinning heel fucking kick actually should have won Costa the fight. But there was 10 seconds left on the fucking clock. That bell saved Whittaker, even though he was a samurai, he was defending himself, but he was on Court Street, USA. Just going to call spade a spade, right? He was on Court Street, USA. He was discombobulated. His whole body was fucking, his legs were going left and right. He was bouncing on his left fucking foot and his right foot. Go watch the fucking spin head kick to the fucking to the temple. I was shocked that he pushed through that. He could have gave up right there, collector's check went home. He fought through it and he won that next. He come out fucking fighting smart, hitting him with jabs, counters. All his counters were fucking perfect. Like Whittaker looked the best version of himself. He did give himself enough time to recuperate from that. Did he give himself as much time as like Volk didn't give himself enough time from that head kick knockout from Islam? I think that was about 3 months ago from what I remember. But Whittaker, I could have swore it was like 5-6 months ago. There's usually like a 6-month rule with certain really good trainers will say stay out for 6 months to a year. It's like Tony Ferguson. If he would have took a year off after that Gaethje beating, because I never seen anyone do that to fucking Tony Ferguson ever in 8 years prior to that. I never seen Tony Ferguson take punches like that many. I've seen him take a lot of really hard punches and shake it off and laugh at the motherfucker and then hit the motherfucker with a fucking stomach kick, push kick, then fucking elbows. Like prime Tony Ferguson was a hurricane, just like the machine. The machine on this card. That guy's a problem. That guy's a problem too. But Whittaker, what can you say? The guy's a fucking class act. He's a well-rounded fucking mixed martial artist in every aspect of the fucking game. The guy is just a warrior. And I'm really happy for him. Costa, this is a win-win for you because you couldn't knock out Luke Rockhold. From what I remember, it wasn't in the ring, the octagon for 4 or 5 years, I think. 3? At least 3 years from what I can remember. It might have even been longer. I forget. But when you couldn't knock him out, because he showed a lot of guts and pride and didn't want to go down. Let's face it, that was a war too. That was a good fight. Costa, I think you definitely moved up and definitely got a little tiny bit better. And not only that, you're very entertaining to watch. You know what I mean? You fight hard. I'll give you a lot of credit for that. You fight hard. Winning solves everything. That's the thing. You didn't really lose here, even though you got a loss underneath your name. People were just hoping you would show up, including myself. I was thinking you weren't going to show up. So, hey, you showed up. You fought fucking. No one can say you didn't fight hard. Whittaker seems like he got fucking better. I don't know if I'm crazy saying that, but that looked like the best Whittaker I ever. Not including like some of the wars he was in with like Gaslam and fucking Izzy. He looked good in those wars with Izzy. It's just Izzy caught him with that left hook. I mean, sliding back and with that slipping left hook. I mean, that knocked out a lot of people in the UFC. Izzy is a special talent, and he hits hard. He's got them long arms, that lean and mean fucking arms, man. Like that, just that torque and them lean punches and them long limbs, man. They hurt when you snap them. When you hit someone on the jaw, you hit someone on the fucking temple, on the eye socket. It's like they're discombobulated. And then there's punches coming after it, and there's hammer fists. Finish him. But Whittaker, the guy fought what? Let's see. Whittaker. When was your last fight, brother? I know who it was, DDP, but 16-5, 7-1 cage fever, right? So Drake is 2+Cs. So yeah, you gave yourself enough time. So yeah, 5 months, 6, 7 months. So that's the difference between over 6 months. Like Pac-Man. Pacquiao's a perfect example. Freddie Roach said, if you don't take a break for a year, I'm not training you. And Pacquiao came back a year later and fucking went on another run. So great job, Whitaker. Great job, Whitaker. Volk, nothing to be ashamed of. What the fuck? Like, nothing to beat yourself up about. I hope you don't fucking go on a depression thing and drink every day or whatever. Hey, even if you want to drink every day, I'm not going to judge you. I'm just saying, like, don't lose it, brother. You know what I mean? Don't worry about it. Just stay in the gym, train, and spend time with your family. Go train once a day and go spend time with your family and say, you know what? I'll come back in a year and fucking come out with the old man costume on again and look like Archie Bunker and make people laugh and do your cooking show for a year and have some fun with your wife and kids and enjoy life. All this hard work that you put in. Now to smell the flowers for a little bit. Maybe even smoke a little flower. With all the savages down there in fucking Australia and New Zealand. I'm sure Izzy could get you some good weed. And it'll make your workouts better too. With a guy like you probably, because you're a fucking savage. Good job, Taporia. Congratulations, man. Now you got a target on your back, brother. And good luck with those fucking guys in that division because there's a lot of fucking savages just waiting. It's shocking to me that people don't mention Calvin Cater. It's really shocking to me that majority of MMA media never mentions Calvin Cater. It's always like 3 or 4 people. That's it. There's not. You just round off the whole top 10 because everyone in the top 10. Yeah, there's a difference between top 10, top 5. I think we all know that people earn that top 5. The 5th and 4th and 3rd and 2 in the first. The top 5 fighters in each division. Yeah, that's not just given to you. You got to earn it. I get it. But them top 10 and top 15 are dangerous. Like anyone could lose. Anyone could get got in there. It takes one mistake. That's it. Mixed martial arts. So I got, that one, lost that one with Volk because I didn't want to go against Volk. Whitaker. I have him. KO round 2. 3rd round decision. I'm happy I got the win. That's all that matters. That green is the win. That's all that matters. Jeff Neal fought a valiant fight. Didn't get tired. You're definitely in shape for this fight. I think Ian Gary being nice to you during this week, I think made you less want to hurt him in there. I think if he wasn't as nice, if he was talking shit, I think you would have fucking cut off that octagon a lot quicker and a lot sooner. But you were taking, I gotta say, and Gary, you made me a believer. I was wrong about you, man. You actually can throw your fucking feet. You throw your kicks good, fast, down the middle. Those kicks were paying fucking dividends for you. And it was more of a survival tactic because Jeff Neal hits hard and he was getting inside and clipping you a few times. You didn't want to feel those no more. So you started kicking and moving laterally. And listen, fighting smart is the smartest way to fucking fight. Yeah, maybe it wasn't as entertaining as all of us thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit more entertaining, but I understand the smart fight. I really do. I actually admire people that fight smart. I admire that people don't let their emotions get over them and all the shit which you brought on yourself with Neil Magny, and you put his fucking face on a fucking mugshot on a t-shirt. So, I don't think Gary had Neil. I don't think Neil had a problem with that anyways. I don't think he took that personally. I don't think Jeff Neal takes anything personally. I think he just waits till he gets you in the octagon and he says, all right, Now you got to deal with me, motherfucker. Now you got to deal with me. Jeff Neal, we got the same name. I'm Black Irish. That's what they call it, Black Irish. You know, maybe we're related somewhere in our fucking genes because I hit hard too with both hands. So, yeah, I was rooting for you, bro. Ian Gary definitely made me a believer. Like, this kid can fight. Let's face it. And you know what? He was kind of humble this week. It was good to see. It was good to see. I get it, man. You got to have confidence in yourself. I get it. Like, I don't think I would be much of a shit talker unless someone was talking shit to me. Then I'd be like, all right, you want to play games? All right, we're going to get paid to fight fucking Saturday, you know? But you want to go out in a fucking alley and you want to act like a tough guy and have one of your fucking boys film it? Let's go. But talk to Dana White, too, to make sure after I kick your ass and you can't fight, that I get my fucking show up money. And, yeah, we'll go out and fucking scrap. Let's do it. But good job, Jeff Neal. Came up a little bit short, bro. You fucking fought, you know, your ass off, dude. Hey, what are you going to do? The kid got, you know, kid's got a little bit of speed. A little bit of speed. And you're still a problem for anyone in that fucking division. Hands of steel. Don't sweat it. Just keep training, brother. You're in a good mind space right now. I know it's easy for me to say. Losing sucks. And I can only imagine like how bad losing's like. I can only imagine. Winning solves everything. I know that. But I don't think you lost in the fans' eyes. Like, I think everyone's going to always have your back. I think you're just one of those guys that will always like a fighter's fighter. Marab Davalishvili. Shivali. Davashvili. I'm sorry if I'm hacking your last name. I know it's pronounced how it's spelled, but D-V-A-L. All right, Davalishvili. B-Luke, salute, brother. Oh, no problem, brother. No problem. Dude, I've been watching your shit for like, since you, like in the beginning, bro. I just, I don't really like to leave comments and shit. But when I started seeing people hate, you know, like, you know, not hate, but, you know, being haters. Yeah, you should have looked up dog, this and that. Like, I seen you getting better and better. And you're really humble. So, like, I really like what you're doing, dude. I told you, you're going to get better at it. And you are getting better and better and better at it. It takes a little time to figure all this shit out, the production part and all that. But once, you know, say another year from now, or maybe by the end of this year, once you start making money and advertisement money, there's ways to do that. I'm going to be in Cambridge next week. I'll stop by the studio if you want. We'll do a fucking, we'll do a podcast, or we'll do it virtually, whatever way you want to do it. But I will be there next Saturday, I think, Cambridge. I forget what day, but I will be there this month. I think that's the way you like to do it in studio, but I don't mind doing it whenever you want to do it. I'll do it with you. But I can teach you some things that I learned about StreamYard and shit. You know what I mean? And the production part will just keep fucking with it, right? It'll become easy for you. It will. It's not that hard, actually. It's not that hard. That's what I was telling you in the chat earlier. I was like, you know, let me know. You know what I mean? But then I'm thinking to myself, you know, I should have left you my phone number and fucking IG or something, so you could have called me while you were alive, and I could have helped you out with the what you were trying to do. I didn't even know what you were trying to do. Maybe better sound for your guest and his partner there. I think you did it fine, bro. So like, I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you're doing better and better every time too, bro. Like every time I see you on there, you get better and better. It's something I would stick with if I was you, because you do have compassion, you have empathy, and all those good traits, character traits, humility. We're all fucking knuckleheads, you know what I mean? Like I just have a really strong woman, and I always had discipline when I was young, even when I was a fucking knucklehead, fucking crazy nut on the streets, and in the bars and shit. I was always disciplined. I just acted on impulse. Now, I just think things through for the past fucking 23 years. And if it wasn't for the 23 years, I'd be out for fucking like 33 years now, like, or a little less than that. But I had to do the 3 months for the union thing. So my trouble was the first 25 years of my life. I was too comfortable in chaos. You know what I mean? But yeah, no problem, dude. You don't have to thank me, bro. You jump into mine, like you help. I just like the positivity. I like the fucking support local people. That's why there's a 617 at the end of my thing, because this is the 617 area code. Quincy, it always has been on landline. So I always proud of where I come from, Southwest Quincy, a very tough city, very tough boroughs of the city. I live right on the line, right on Bruce Corner. One side is West Quincy, one side South. Very tough, 13 different boroughs in Quincy. And you're right, there's tough cities in Massachusetts. Like every city is a tough city in Massachusetts. Every borough is a tough borough. It's some of the toughest people I ever met in my life are from Massachusetts. It's a well-known fact. I think people know it across the fucking United States. It's the people that don't know it need to know it. We're Northeast beast, man. We can adapt to anything. I feel bad for you guys. The guys had to do time in this day. I had to do it. I did my time in the fucking late 80s, and I did DYS in the early 80s, state time in the late 90s. I mean, in the early 90s, late 80s, and early 90s, and then the mid 90s, 93 to 90, end of 96, and I was out. And the 3 months I did was a county bid. That cost me like 30 fucking thousand or something. But that was 10 years after I was out, or 9 years after I was out. Like, it was just, it's like a judge. If a judge got sucker punched, that motherfucker will get bundled in the courtroom. If he got sucker punched out in the streets, that motherfucker will get bundled. The same thing with my business manager. It doesn't have nothing to do with, the kid that sucker punched my business man did get in trouble. He ratted on us for slapping him around. The funny thing is, we could do a lot worse to him than that. And we didn't. You know what I mean? So, if anything, we showed fucking discipline right there. Right there by not hurting him as much as we did. We just fucking gave him a slice of humble pie. That was it. I don't wish no bad on the fucking kid, but like what he did was fucking wrong. Gotta fucking we can't bring back our past. We can only look towards the future. And there's a lot of ways to make fucking money. You're right. What you said tonight was right, dude. And just keep doing what you're doing, because I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud. I'm not scared to say as a man, I'm telling you, I'm proud of you because you bring a good message. So I'm not gonna fucking hate on you at all, bro. You definitely are genuine. And I do feel bad for your fucking brother, dude. Like I'm not gonna say too much right now, but yeah, I'm gonna ask a favor. You know what I mean? If they can look into it and help him, I hope they can, because your brother's a good kid, and he's lucky I have a brother like you. I have a young brother, and he won't listen to anything I fucking say. So he's got to learn, I guess, the hard way. I hope he don't, but like it ain't looking good. I lost a lot tougher kids than my brother from the shit he's doing. The shit. I don't know if he's doing it right now, but he says he's sober. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I hope he's doing good. I love him. I care about him. But seeing how close you and your brother are, it makes me happy to see that, because I don't see it too often where I'm from. I can honestly say I've never hurt my brother, though, because I'd probably feel bad if I hurt my brother. You didn't let your brother down, dude. It's just the way life is. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not fair sometimes. And sometimes you got to make it fair for yourself. Like sometimes, like, we can be the nicest people in the world. We have the best hearts in the world. I know I helped a lot of my friends. Like I saved a lot of my friends from ass whoopings. I helped a lot of my friends with jobs in the union. 52 guys I got in the union. Just a lot of fucking things I've done for my friends. Like pay for their parties, everything. It was all free money. I was making, it wasn't free. Like I had to do time, fucking, you know what I mean? But it's easy money. If I'm fucking having fun, all my friends are having fun. You know what I mean? And not all my friends are selling drugs. You know what I mean? In the 80s, it was like that, but in the 90s, it wasn't. Not everyone was, So, yeah. Yeah, you're doing good, bro. I'm proud of you, bro. Honestly, and just keep doing what you're doing because you spread that positivity. It's gonna fucking, and that's all I ever try to do too is spread positivity. That's all I ever try to do. I'm definitely not trying to insult or hurt no one's feelings, but like anyone wants, I told people all the time, you look at my shit, it's public record. You want to go with a guy like me? I think there's a I think it's not you. I'm talking about people, quote unquote, that I go, you want to fucking, my shit's public record. Like, I got nothing to fucking hide. We could all find out people's trials. We could find out fucking plea. Yeah, I took 2 plea bargains. I had good fucking lawyers. They got me plea bargains, but I didn't fucking tell on nobody. I know that for a fact. So, like, I can actually look myself in the mirror every day and know there's dignity there. And I'm, there's a lot of people that are solid. You know what I mean? It's just a shame that it's probably a lot more that ain't. It's just a fact. You know what I mean? Some of the nicest people in the world are in prison and don't belong there. It's sad. The system is a hard thing to get out of once you're in it. It's like that probation 3 years after you get out. After you wrap up a bid, you still got 3 years probation. You know what I mean? It's like you got to kind of, know when to fucking hold them, know when to fold them. That old fucking quote by country singer, who the fuck was it, Kenny Rogers or something? Yeah, something like that. I'm not even a country music. I can't relate to it. I only relate to like hard rock, hard metal, hard thrash, and hard rap, because I can relate to that life. I can relate to everything they're singing about because I have attitude, music with attitude I can relate to. Because I'm a man with an attitude problem too. But I have to work on it every day. That's why I need to train every fucking day. If I don't train every day, I wouldn't be humble. I'd be going fucking stir crazy. So I got to take it out on my fucking body. And I think it's the only thing that would humble me is fucking training and working hard and keeping my mind busy all the time. So I do a lot of fucking different things. Like, I don't say what I do because, mostly, looking for investors and doing real estate and shit like that, and podcasting and all these other things that I'm learning right now. You put it all together in the one network and you have 5, 10 small little businesses. And by the time I'm 50 fucking 8, 62, I'll be a fucking billionaire or definitely a multimillionaire. I'll definitely be a multimillionaire soon. I hope to be a billionaire maybe by 62, and I can fucking, just do a podcast for the rest of my life. Talk to very interesting people that inspired me in my life, and give the locals some shine and give people from everywhere some shine. Like, I don't care where you're from. If you got something good to say and something inspiring that might help somebody out there, I'm going to put you on, man. You know what I mean? It's just everyone got different schedules and shit. It's a hard thing to maintain, but you can do it. There is no can't. There's only can. You gotta put the work in, like you do. You put the work in, dude. That's why you're having success. You put the work in. I put the work in too, and I think people can't relate to old school motherfuckers like me that have no problem speaking their minds. You're very fucking polite, dude, and that's gonna serve you well. Me, I think they shadow ban me. YouTube's been good to me, don't get me wrong, and all these other they've been good to me, don't get me wrong. I don't mean it like nothing personal to YouTube or nothing. I just think they shadow ban me or they keep me on the rated R shit or something. It definitely ain't for kids. Like, kids shouldn't be watching this unless their parents say, you know what, every other word comes out of his mouth is fuck this, fuck that. I'm not being negative. It's just the way I talk. I'm not a fucking professor. I'm not a scholar, and I don't fucking claim to be, and I definitely ain't going to be politically correct. I say it all the time. I lived enough politics on my life. I'm definitely not fucking trying to be perfect on here. I'm not doing this for fame. I'm doing this to keep my mind occupied and I definitely have something to offer. The fight game, I fought my whole fucking life. Spar with the best fighters locally and all around fucking Massachusetts and New England. Like, I've been in a lot of fights in my life. So, yeah, grew up with a lot of tough people. Even in prison, I TKO'd a guy in the second round in Concord. They shipped me right to SECC the next morning. Like, Right there was a fucking second round TKO. Boom, 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 boom. Exactly how I predicted it. That was back in 91. They shipped me to SECC, the worst place, 1991. So I don't even know if they had cameras down in the gym back then. I should call Kong and see if they have before they shut the fucking place down. There was 3,000 plus convicts in there when I was there. I was a runner in J2, and where you said you were, I was in J2 too. I was a runner there. My second state bid. I got fucking I got very lucky. 20-year clock and 2 years of service, split sentence when I was 19. Got out when I was 21. And then I got 3 years later, I picked up a 2.5 Concord. The first one was for armed robberies, assault and batteries with a dangerous weapon, shot for like a bunch of them. My lawyers got a lot of them dropped at what do they call those hearings? The fuck are those here? A probable cause hearing. And then I did time for selling coke to Navy intelligence in South Shore and Suffolk Drug Task Force on St. Patty's Day of 93. So they charged me with a school zone, which it was St. Patty's Day, and I was in a bar where I sold a guy fucking coke. I wasn't selling fucking cocaine to kids, but that fucking school zone sucked. Everywhere in Quincy is a fucking school zone. It's the fucking sticks, man. It's not the sticks, it's the bricks. Like, this is all fucking old school here, man. I love what y'all doing, dude. Keep it up, bro. I'm sorry to go on a rant, man, but you deserve your flowers, dude. You deserve your fucking credit, dude. I'm a firm believer in that. If someone's doing well, someone should tell them they're doing well. I'm sure you hear it all the time, bro, but I'm just telling you, I've been following you for a while and listening, and I'm like, yeah, I like this guy's fucking, I like what he's doing. But I hate the shit you got to go through, too. The shit you're going through with your brother, that bothers me because he seems like a really good person. So, like, everyone makes a bad mistake out there. It's like, you can't blame yourself. I can't blame myself if something happens to my brother, but I hope nothing ever happens to him. You know what I mean? I hope he doesn't die or something. Like, I lost so many friends from drugs. I hope he don't die from drugs because he's too good of a person. But and I told him that. I said, you're living a life, you deserve better. You know what I mean? And we don't even have the same fathers. We just have the same mother. And I think that's the most important thing. If we had different mothers, I wouldn't probably be as close to him. I wouldn't love him as much. I had to grow up at 7 years old, help my mother raise my brother and sister. They were twins. So, that's why I guess it was easier for me to be a father to my kids. My kids are both grown up now. And one's done with college, one's in college. So, yeah, I agree with people that say the real motherfuckers would take care of their fucking kids and stay the fuck out. Yeah, I agree with that. And here's another thing I agree with. The motherfuckers that didn't have to sell their soul. Cops, like you said earlier, and you made a really good point. You don't have to be an asshole. All you have to say, we're not friends right now. We're definitely not on the same fucking page. You're not on my fucking, you're not coming to my party next week. You definitely ain't coming to my, so there's nothing for us to talk about. Phone call. That's it. And you were right, bro. There is a way to go about it without being a fucking asshole. I always tell everybody, this is what I used to do all the time. All right, I know the fucking routine. Let's go. I know the routine. Let's fucking go. I wouldn't even give them a hard time. There's no reason. I got caught. You know what I mean? So, hey, it's on me. No reason to fucking get mad at them. I'm mad at myself enough. All right. I'm sorry about that rant, brother, but you deserve your flowers. Keep doing what you're fucking doing, brother. I'll be in touch with you, bro. Definitely I'll be in touch. I appreciate you jumping in and shit. I do. I really do. Everyone that jumps in, I appreciate. But I don't mind doing it for you either, bro. Gary, I mean, hey, the kid can fight. What am I going to say? You know what I mean? Just be yourself, Gary. You ain't Conor McGregor. You ain't be yourself. You don't even have to bring that persona. Just be yourself. Talk shit if you want to talk shit. I don't think anyone's going to be able to talk shit better than that guy did, or Mayweather did, or Mike Tyson did, or fucking, or Roberto Duran, or like so many fucking animals out there that talk shit and actually mean it. The psychological warfare aspect of fighting. Jeff Jeff Neal, Hands of Steel, got the same last name as me, the same way it's spelled. Back in the gym, bro, and just keep fucking grinding, bro, because you almost had him. Marab, what am I going to say? The Machine, this guy, Henry Cejudo, you fought good for the first round. You did really good. A lot of good low kicks, landed a lot of good low kicks. You were good. You were landing punches. You were doing good. You could see it over around a round and a half in. I seen you gassing a little bit. Your mouth is wide open. Olympic wrestling and MMA wrestling are two different things because you're throwing hands, you're shooting and throwing hands and coming up with left hooks and right hooks. You know, they're shooting and feinting, feinting like a feint with a jab, a feint with a jab. You know what I mean? You're always making that fake out there, or you're throwing a jab a little, across instead of straight, or you're throwing it out here so your eyes are looking this way, and then the right hand's behind the left hook's behind that. So those 3-punch and 4-punch combinations are really important. That's what Ili Topuria does so well. He's on balance every time he's throwing a punch. It's like one step, little step, little step, little step. Everything's coming off the balls of their feet. Everything's coming with torque, and he's moving his head every time. His head's down here. On the right strong, his head's down here. When the left strong, you know what I mean? He's hitting and not being hit. And that's the whole fucking thing to fighting. That's the science of boxing, and that's the science of anything. But you got to be able to take one to give one too. So you got to be tough enough to take it. This guy is a fucking problem. The Machine, Marab, you're a problem. Triple C, you're not 4C, but you fought a good fight. You didn't get knocked out. You fought to the end. I mean, you've been off for 3 fucking years prior to this. The fight prior to this, you looked rusty. You looked a little bit better in this fight. These weight classes, there's just killers in the top 5 and top 10. It's just like a murderer's row of fucking savages. That's the way it is in the smaller fucking divisions. That's why the lighter weight boxers and shit, I had so much respect for those guys because of how many well-trained fighters there are in those divisions, especially in boxing and MMA. There's smaller people. Let's face it, there's not as many heavyweights. Light heavyweight, heavyweight, it's not as deep. There's like top 5, top 10 up, good. They're pros. But if you're fast and you're fucking strong and you hit it hard, I would definitely recommend fighting for a lot of people out there. If you're willing to train hard every day and fucking make it a lifestyle, live a championship lifestyle, if you have faith in yourself, and if you have any doubt at all, I would never fight if I was you. Anybody out there, I would never fight if you don't have confidence in yourself and doubt. If you have self-doubt, you'll lose every time. So you cannot go into a fight that you haven't any doubt at all that you're going to lose. If you have that doubt, it will happen. If you have no doubt in your mind that you're going to win, you will win. If you put in the physical time, the preparation, the technique, the drilling it over and over and over again, the fundamentals, the techniques, the fundamentals, and adding attributes, punches, kicks, wrestling, BJJ, your weak points, adding that in every fucking camp and train year round. Live the championship lifestyle, because if you want to be a champion, that's what you got to do. You got to train year round. There is no time off. That's the reason you're fighting, because you can retire when you're 30, 32, 35, a multi-millionaire. If you do the right thing with your money, invest it right. It's not a cakewalk. You're not going to be, you won't be fighting for the rest of your life, especially in MMA. I mean, how long are you going to go? Tops 40, 39. I mean, you're going to start like going down. If you're not taking care of yourself, if you're fucking gaining 20, 30, 40 pounds between fights and you got to cut weight every fucking 3 months, I mean, just stay in shape and be disciplined for a fucking 10 years and then have the fun. It's all about fucking planning 10 years ahead. Honestly, the Chinese are smart like that. It's like, they think in 10-year, 20-year intervals. They're pretty fucking smart like that. You got to think ahead. You have to. Murad Davalishvili, Henry Cejudo. I don't think you retired, right? You didn't retire in the ring, in the octagon. You didn't put your gloves down, so maybe you'll do that soon, or maybe you'll keep fighting. I don't know. I think you're skilled enough to keep fighting. I don't know. That's up to you, dude. You know, you seem to have your head on your shoulders, so I'm sure you've invested your money correctly and stuff, and I'm sure you got money coming in. As long as you have money coming in while you're sleeping, right, you're doing something right. It's the main fucking thing, is having that passive income coming in all the time, and that's the whole goal. That's the whole goal, to staying a multimillionaire. And that's my goal right now, is to be a multimillionaire. I've had hundreds of thousands. I've had a lot of money in my life. I've made a lot of fucking money, legally and illegally. The illegal money, obviously, that was stupidity, right? Because you're not thinking rational or nothing. It's too easy. You're making it too easy. It's just stupidity, right? You end up spending all that money on lawyers anyway. So, yeah, but the legal money, I made a lot. I made a lot of legal money. And, you know, I got a good pension coming. Before I was in the union, too, I worked jobs too when I was really young. You know, I worked a lot of jobs, believe it or not. So, like, I got a good pension coming in less than 2 years. Disability because of my head injury, right? I could go live anywhere really comfortably, anywhere I want in the world, but I don't want to live just comfortable. I want to live, I want to have that fuck you money. And I'm going to keep doing what I got to do to get it. By the end of this year, maybe even sooner than that, if everything goes away, I want it to go. But Rob's going to be a problem for everybody except for Umar Nurmagomedov, and there's a few at bantamweight. There's more than a few, actually. Top 5, top 10. Anyone in that top 10 could give you a hard time. But for the most part, it's going to be hard for you to be beat. Like, you just have too much fun in there. And not only that, you're a cardio. You use your cardio as a fucking, as a weapon. And we all know John Jones, fucking Tony Ferguson, Khabib, like the true savages of this sport never get tired. I said that earlier today, or the last time I was on. Being tired makes a coward out of anybody. Like, it'll make you tired, will make you fucking, you know, doubt yourself and shit. That's why I always throw cardio in my training and fucking endurance training. Like, I train not to bodybuild. I train to fight, because I'll never let a grown man fucking ever. I've always had that attitude too. So it's not something new. So, hey, Cejudo, you got a great future ahead of you. You set yourself up well. You know, you help fighters and shit. And you got some good, what's it called? You have some good sponsorships from what I could tell. And yeah, you break down fights well and everything. You got a future in the sport too, just commentating alone, and they make good money. Or training people and starting your own gym, like, you know, the shit you already do, helping certain mixed martial artists. This guy, Marab, the Machine, I'm not even gonna fuck up your last name again, brother, but congratulations on your fucking first number 1 ranking now, and you fight for the belt. Are the winner of O'Malley and Cheeto. I'm gonna go with Cheeto, because Cheeto beat you the last time. O'Malley, maybe you're gonna prove me wrong, fucking like Ian Gary did, but I really think Cheeto trains so hard and runs 10 miles fucking on Sundays and in the gym every fucking day, always learning. Like he trains year round. He don't take time off. Anyone that takes time off in between fights, I'm not going to be too high on you. I'm going to fucking always look at the guys that are training year round. Like this guy here, Anthony Fluffy Hernandez. What a tough kid he is, man. You know what? I took Kopylov because for most part, Russians, all the Russians I know, they always have cardio. They never get tired. They train in the elements like I do. I train at the gym half the time. Half the time I'm training outside down the park, and running and doing push-ups, pull-ups, shadow boxing, jumping rope. Like I'm always I like going outside and getting that fresh air. Matter of fact, I'm going for a run at fucking midnight right after this. So I'm going to run 5 miles and fucking do a fucking 1,000 push-ups. So you know what I mean? If I had someone to film that shit and me going fucking into dark places when I train, it would kind of be like a setting of David Goggins. But I'm not doing this for fame, honestly. I don't want fame. I don't want fame. I want organic subscribers, organic community of fucking savage fight fans and ex-fighters and fight fans and people. And I have another channel called Hard Rock, Hard Metal, and Hard Rap. I start that this week coming up, like 3 days a week. I'm going to do like 1 hour. I'm going to do reactions to albums, whole albums, shit that I grew up on while I'm making my 3rd album. So it inspires me to keep making this album even fucking better. I'm really excited about this sound because I can produce it now and I can make it go the way I want it to go. Even though my producer on the first 2 albums did a great fucking job. He did everything I asked him to do. So I can never ever complain about my first producer on my first 2 albums. I can never complain. That kid taught me a lot. I never had a bad time with him. We always had fun making music. So I can't say nothing. All I can say is I'm a lot happier because I know how to fucking do it now. And I know music. I've been listening to music since I was 4 years old. I played sports all day till fucking 13 years old. I played sports every day. And then I'd listen to music at night. And that was my life fucking all the way up till 13 years old, 12, fucking going on 13. And, won some Little League championships as a pitcher and a hitter and, played football, played street hockey, all that shit. Fought a lot, fucking became a drug dealer really young because they took sports away from us in junior high and called it middle school. And, yeah. So, yeah, I'm not blaming nobody. I blame myself. But that was my dreams. And then my dream was to be like a fucking half a wise guy or whatever the fuck. A guy with all respect and fear and fucking money. Because where I come from, you need to be fair to respect or you are nobody. It's really the truth. Anthony Hernandez reminds me of a guy where I come from. Like that guy that will not fucking wolf be in your face the whole time. Like fucking the machine. Like fucking like Whitaker. It's that mindset. I grew up with a bunch of savages, really tough kids that would never back down from nobody. And I'm proud of where I fucking Southwest Quincy, some of the toughest fucking kids I've ever met in my fucking life. And honestly, when I was a younger kid, like I was always the youngest, these kids would always like be in people's faces if you even fucking said one thing stupid, one thing silly. So I seen that and I'm like, man, I'm going to end up fighting a lot of these motherfuckers because I say a lot of fucking crazy and stupid and wild shit. But it never ended up happening. I love every fucking one of them. And a lot of them are dead. But I love a lot of it. Even the ones that are still alive, I still love them. I just can't be around them because they're doing shit that I can't be part of right now. You know what I mean? I don't even know what the fuck they're doing, to be honest with you. My focus is on my wife and kids and my family and everything. The things that I'm doing right now, building a fucking community of solid people and investors that want to make money. Well, I know how to fucking make money. We need 5, fucking 6, 7 people to meet up every fucking morning and listen to what I got to fucking tell you is we will make a lot of fucking money together. But it's like RZA said to the Wu-Tang Clan, I'm driving the bus for 5 years. I promise I'll get us there. And he got them there in 2 years. I plan on doing the same. I'll do it in 1 year. 3, way less than 5 years. But I will say 5 years just in case. But I know how to make money. And as a matter of fact, I'm already doing it. But here's the thing. Like, I want to make huge money. I'm not going to be happy until I'm making multi-million dollars every month in deals. Real estate deals, 100 house apartments and things like that, people. And that's what you fighters should be fucking doing. Put your money on not houses, not flipping houses. Go get a fucking 4-decker, a triple-decker, and a duplex. All those rents come in every fucking month, right? Every 30 days, you got your single house. Then you go start going buying fucking 25, 50, 100 fucking apartment complexes. They're not as hot as you think they are to buy. Then you collect them rents for all 5-10 years. Then you sell that fucking complex for 3 to 5 times the amount you paid for it. So you made all that profit for all those years, and then you have all that equity. I want that fuck you money. And that's why I sold drugs for that fuck you money, because I always had that fuck you money back then. But here's the thing, obviously, I wasn't smart about it. I didn't get in, get out, get in, get out. No, I just kept going, full throttle. And where it ends you up is in prison. I definitely don't have nothing to prove to nobody, because I've proven myself to my fucking self. I've proven myself to a lot of people. No one went down because of me, and they fucking know it. And these are people that were fucking, guys I looked up to when I was younger. And I still love them all, you know what I mean? But, I mean, if anything, they're going to need me more than I'm going to need fucking them. You know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. They're a lot older than me. They're a generation ahead of me. The guys that were my mentors, the guys I worked for, legally and illegally. You know what I mean? But I have no regrets, because I like them all. You know what I mean? I'm loyal. I'm loyal to the end. Anthony Hernandez, y'all one of those savages. You got those eyes that don't lie. I was saying this to my B Luke earlier. Eyes don't lie, dude. Eyes don't fucking lie. And that's why the video version is so important for him of the podcast he does, because eyes do not lie. You could tell people that are fucking full of shit, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes there are people that talk a lot of shit that can actually back it up. I'm definitely one of those motherfuckers. I probably sound fucking cringe and conceited, but it's just not conceited. I'm convinced, and I'm very confident in myself. So if people have a problem with me being confident, that's why I tell people in the description, if you're fucking easily offended, and I'm not trying to offend nobody, I'm going to treat everyone with respect. Unless you treat me with disrespect, I'll give it right back. I promise you. I'll meet you anywhere to fight whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely not taking shit. I definitely never took shit in my life. I ain't going to start now. And that's why I give this guy so much respect, B. Luke, in the Savage Room there. I think the patience you have, and my friend Jay from fucking Rush Hour Fight Club, he has so much patience. You have so much patience. It's something I envy in both of you. So, not that I don't have patience. I know how to talk to people very well. Like, I'm very good at talking to people. Like, as long as they're not disrespectful and shit, I can talk to people with ration, and I can show a lot of love, because I have a good heart, man. I have morals, you know what I mean? But someone gets cute with me a little bit, even a little bit, they think they're slick or something. Like, I see that shit right away, and I let them think they're getting away with it. And then once they cross that line, that really no cure for stupid, or like my old producer would say, or no cure for common sense, they get hurt. It's like, I never let someone get 2 feet in front of me. They're going to get hurt really fucking bad. It's the way I look at it. You're trying to take my life. I'm going to take yours first. And I don't even need a gun. I'm just going to hurt you. You're going to wish I shot you, because it'd be a lot fucking quicker. But that's my mentality. I'm sorry I have that mentality. World is just the way I was raised. I'm sorry. It's a different fucking breed when you're born in 71 and you grow up with a bunch of fucking animals that know how to fucking fight and can fight. That's the big difference, a waste of talent. And I've seen too much. I'm a waste of talent in sports. I should have been fucking pitching for the fucking Red Sox or the Yankees, like 2 of the best teams in the league. I definitely should have been a pitcher. I should have been hitting home runs or playing in the National League or something where I could hit and pitch. I should have been hitting home runs. Or I should have been fucking throwing a football for a fucking pro football team. Or I should have been fucking a heavyweight champion in boxing. But like I said, that shit didn't pay me money. I had a fucking wife and a kid. Young. The fuck, when you get out of prison, I got offers to go in unions because of respect and merit. And Eddie Silva, I know he ain't gonna be mad at me for saying his name. Eddie Silva is the toughest fucking guy from fucking Southwest Quincy. In upstate, they used to call him Scary Eddie. All the Charlestown guys, all the so-called gangsters, and some of them were, you know what I mean? I had Junior Zerpalo as my cellmate when I was a runner, and they wouldn't let him go to the yard and shit. I tried, believe me. They wouldn't let him go to the yard and the fucking gym, whatever they want, 3 times a day like I could. but they would let him go out and use the phone and shit because of me, because I was and he lived with me, you know what I mean? Novi Turquette, Jackie Hicks from East Boston. Jackie Hicks, a good dude. I hope he's doing all right out there from East Boston. Good dude. Me and Jackie Hicks, I did both my state bids when he was doing his state bids. I hope he's out. I hope he's doing good. Kevin Kelly, good kid from Dodgers, a really good kid. Pat O'Shea from Eddie Tuffle, Dave Chapman, Derek Furcott, he's out. I hope he's still doing good. There's a lot of people. And these are people I want to help out with jobs if they want jobs. You know what I mean? B. Luke, if you're not hearing this right now, or if you left already, because I know people go in and out and all that shit, but there's some things you could do to make a lot of money, brother. Don't worry about it, dude. We'll talk soon. And hopefully next Saturday, I think it is, I go to Cambridge. I'll come by the studio and do a podcast with you, bro. Or we can do it virtually. We can do it virtually whenever you want, bro. It's going to be at least a 2-hour one, bro, because we'll have to go through a lot of fucking shit, bro, because people will be asking questions and shit. So I'm going to give it to them the way you want it, and the way you want your crowd to hear it. You want to hear the truth? Here's the truth. Everything's public record, so you can just look it up. You know what I mean? There ain't no fucking sprayed out shit on my fucking record, man. My shit's just fucking, it is what it is. Everyone has a DOC record. Everyone has a criminal record. Everyone has a federal record. Everyone has a fucking state record. So all my shit's public record, man. Pay 99 cents. You can go look it up. You can see what they think of me. If they think I'm dangerous, like, I don't even want to be known as that. Like, I don't even want to be known as a person like that. Like that, like all that shit I did when I was younger. Like when I was younger, I was proud of that shit. But kind of looking back on it now, I can honestly say, yeah, I would probably make some changes. Like I would have did some things differently. Absolutely. I wouldn't have acted on impulse every single fucking time. You know? I would have thought things through. But see, what my mentors taught me was quick, decisive decisions. That's what Marines are taught. And that's why I wanted to be a Marine. And that's why I tried to go in the Marines instead of going to prison the first time, because I'm not a fucking idiot. I'd rather go do fucking 2-4 years in the Marine Corps and become even more of a savage than I was, right? Or go to prison and become even more of a fucking criminal savage. And that's exactly what the fuck happened. Prison don't make you better. I definitely wasn't scared I definitely wasn't scared in prison. Anybody that did time with me knows that. I hope all those people that did time with me are out and fucking not doing more time. Anthony Hernandez defeats Roman Kopylov. Kopylov, that was your first loss in a while from what I remember. Anthony Fluffy Hernandez, I hated going against you. I just thought this Kopylov dude was like unbeatable. You know, no one's unbeatable, but close to unbeatable. I knew you were tough. I knew it was going to take one of his best fucking outings to beat you. Man, what can I say? You're the fucking real deal, dude. I'm happy for you. And Kopylov, listen, just get back to the fucking Russia and get back to training, bro. You know what I mean? You're going to be fine. This fight, seeing her get mangled and then seeing the fucking comeback in the heart to not quit for a woman fight, it would remind me of not as brutal as Wei Li Zhang and JJ Jacek from Poland, who's a fucking savage, and so is Wei Li Zhang still. Both of them are still savage. That was like a fight. If you want to see a woman fight, and you want to see hematomas this big, and they still fought it through, just incredible heart and determination. Mackenzie Dern, if you learn how to use your hands, you will be a problem. And you're still young. You have to come up here to the Northeast. Come up, go to fucking DC, fucking Virginia, in the city of Virginia, all those little crevices there, Jersey, Philly, New York City, Connecticut, Rhode Island, anywhere in Massachusetts, you're going to find a good fucking boxing gym. So, yeah, this is where you need to learn how to use your hands, or go down to fucking Mexico and go down there and fight in those gyms down there where the boxers are, because you'll learn how to use your hands. Why do you think Lemos is so fucking good? Brazilian really good boxing gyms, probably in Mexico and South America, because there's a lot of great fucking boxing gyms down in South America too, and Brazil. Mackenzie Dern, you didn't give up. I mean, you're a tough woman, and you didn't give up. I give you a lot of credit, but I hate to see you get mangled in there like that. I don't know, man. I don't think as a trainer, I would be ashamed of myself. And I'm not saying it's your trainer's fault because you switch trainers every fucking camp, it seems like, since your UFC career. So you're just not settled, but you need to go find someone that knows how for you to shift your weight and to throw punches responsibly and to bring them right back to defend yourself. You're fighting with 4-ounce gloves on. You need to be able to slip punches, move your head, get off that center line. You need to move laterally, in and out, laterally, counter punch, slip, rip, slip, rip, slip, rip. And you got to be able to do that in a flow state with your jiu-jitsu and more wrestling. It's good to have all that jiu-jitsu and that toughness, but if you don't have wrestling to bring it down to the ground to use your jiu-jitsu, it's going to be hard. You're going to take a beating before you get that person down. By that time, you're already beat up so much, you can't even fucking think about your fucking submission game. So you got to learn how to use your hands better, and you need to, and I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but you got a short time in the fight game, and you got to use your time now to train. I know you're a mother. I know it's hard. We watch the embeddeds. We hear about your lives and stuff. So, yeah, I know about every one of your lives. You know what I mean? So I'm happy for all of you that you're making money doing something you're passionate about. And you've been doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu since you were a little kid with your father. I guess your mother and father taught jiu-jitsu, right? So it's been part of your life. But you need to learn to use your hands. And you have strong legs, so you need to use them. You need to use kicks. You need to keep distance, range. Everything is distance in a fight. Everything. That's why I have that 2-foot rule. I'm not letting no one steal me. I got sucker punched one time from behind in my life when I was like 14 or 13. And I swear I'd never let that happen again. I definitely didn't hear it coming, though. That was my own fucking fault. I was slipping. I was really young, too, but there's no excuse. I should have never let that happen. That was my own fault. But it never happened again. So, it'll never happen again. It's a mindset. I know you people might call it cringe, some of yous out there, but I know some of yous fucking agree with me. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you don't agree with me, but someday you might learn. Mackenzie Dern, yeah, just get better with your hands and maybe a little bit more wrestling. Maybe a little bit more wrestling. And a little bit less BJJ. You know BJJ for the rest of your life. You train Amanda Lemos. I mean, what the fuck do you say about you? You're a fucking problem. But you had your vulnerabilities there. You had great defense, and you got out of everything. Excuse me, Mackenzie Dern threw at you. I think it's because you beat her up so much. But good try, Mackenzie Dern. A+ for toughness, but I'd say a C for fight IQ. Amanda Lemos, I give you a B for fight IQ and an A for toughness because you're that tough too. So, okay, Marcos Rogerio de Lima, great job. I had you all week. I picked you on Savage Inc., so I gave people the right pick, right? But then I switched it up right before the fights. Because I thought Junior Tafa was coming in for his brother to fight, to fill in at the last minute. I know this guy can knock people out. Junior Tafa, obviously, De Lima, you elevated your game a little bit, and it's good to see. It's good to see fighters get better and not decline. It's good to see him get better from losses. Fighting Bo Nickel ain't no fucking picnic. I know that for a fact. Whoever thinks Bo Nickel's just some fucking white boy that can't fight, they're sadly mistaken. A lot of white boys that can fight. Trust me. A lot of white boys that can fight. Just like there's a lot of people in every fucking culture that can fight. There's plenty of them. Believe me, there's plenty of tough guys out there. Especially in this fucking state. I can honestly say that. De Lima. Good job, man. Tafa, good job for stepping up so we didn't lose a fight. Thank you. Them leg kicks, man, fucking ate you up, brother, but doesn't make you any less of a man. Just Get back and heal those legs. Get back in the gym and work on your craft, my man. Rinya Nakamura defeats Carlos Vera. The hybrid looked great. Carlos Vera, you're not going to do that great. I mean, you did pretty good from your back, from going down to your back and using that jiu-jitsu, but with them up kicks, you're doing pretty good. With a guy like this, though, I like to see Nakamura learn like Khabib smash when he gets you on the ground, smash you like Khabib did. Like Khabib had a way, once he got you to the ground, he would beat the living snot out of you, or he would smother you, and he put you in fucking submissions that you didn't even think were possible. And the strength on him from so much body weight training, it's a different type of strength. It's like endurance strength that you're never gonna. It's like lifting weights. You have a certain, or a certain amount of weight, right? And after a certain amount of sets with heavy weights, you got to put down. With body weight training, right? It's just when you got someone in a headlock or something, or you got a dash choke on someone, you're not letting go because your grip strength is so fucking strong from doing pull-ups, push-ups. You're so much leaner and meaner. Your fucking muscles are so much harder. That's why I always say shred. Stay in fight shape. Stay in fight shape. Nakamura, you're a tough kid, but I expected more from you in this fight. Vera, fighting off your back is not gonna. That's good in jiu-jitsu, but not in mixed martial arts, dude. I suggest you learn to throw your hands a little bit better, even though you did throw your hands pretty good. I don't know why you went down to your back so many times, but maybe that was part of your plan or your corner's plan. Maybe you guys had a plan. I mean, you were effective sometimes, but majority of the time, not really. This kid was doing a pretty good job, but this kid's got to prove a little bit more to me before I'm like, sold on him. But he definitely has the talent, you know what I mean? And so does Vera. Vera, you're not going to do great with that strategy, honestly. You need to throw punches, you need to throw kicks, and you need to get people in a position to choke them out. You know what I mean? It's not easy. Just doing BJJ and you guys ain't Gracies. There's a difference. Ming Yang Zhang. What a great fight. Zhang defeats Bretson Ribeiro. Ribeiro, tough kid. You went in there to scrap. You did good. You made one fucking mistake. And talk about punches and bunches. Like I always say, Zhang, on balance, fucking left, left hook, right hook. And he took a couple punches, but when he was landing the punches on you, Ribeiro, your punches that were coming back were getting fucking weaker and weaker and weaker with pillow hands because you're getting fucking hurt so bad from the punches and bunches. And that was your downfall, halfway through the fucking first round, I had you, Ribeiro. I didn't think Zhang was that good, but he is that good. He is that good. Just get back in the gym, Ribeiro. You definitely can fight, You just got to tighten it up a little bit. That's all. Can't make that mistake. Mountain Tiger, keep doing your thing too, brother. All right, Danny Barlow defeats Josh Quinlan. Danny Barlow, you definitely have a fucking left-handed guard, man. You're the real deal, bro. Round 3 KO, TKO. I did pick you, Barlow, on Savaging Picks. Yes, I did. Barlow, Quinlan, I took you on DraftKings for fucking $10. Because during the first round, I thought you were doing a little bit more. I thought you had the momentum going in your favor, but this kid fucking Barlow could be a fucking problem. He could really be a problem at 170. Stick with it, Barlow, and put your faith in God. It's a good man to have, a good fucking entity or whatever, spirit, whatever, the creator, right? I believe in that God too, but I believe in gods too. I believe there's gods. You know what I mean? I believe there's a lot of gods, but the one I believe, I'm Catholic, so I believe in, my God, Jesus Christ, and Jesus Christ Father. That's what I believe in. So that's the same one you do too, man. Hey, keep it up, bro, because you're a problem. And Quinlan, you're a tough dude, man. You just gotta, tighten up with your defense. That's it, man. You just gotta elevate, man. Elevate. Fighting is a process, and it's not an easy one sometimes. Oban Elliott defeats Val Woodburn via round 3 decision. Elliott, the Welsh gangster, had a lot more chances. I gotta give Val Woodburn credit. That's a good defense on the ground. I thought he's gonna get choked out about 5 fucking times. Elliott, gotta stop lifting weights, dude. Gotta do body weight training. I'm telling you right now, leave the weights alone when you fight. You're too big. Biceps are for show. Triceps are to go. Believe that. And any real fight trainer will tell you that. So you think I'm lying to you? Fucking go listen to old school trainers. Anyone would tell you, lose that fucking muscle. This ain't bodybuilding. This is fighting. You did it. You're a tough dude, man. I mean, you're definitely built for it. The mentality is built for it. But if you take some of that bulk off your body and get it into lean muscle, you'll be a lot faster. You'll be a lot better on your defense. You'll be faster to bring your hands back, and you'll be a lot faster. Your foot movement will be a lot faster. You'll move in better fluidity. Everything will be one little step forward, one little step to the right, one little step lateral movement, in and out, lateral movement. It's like stick and move. It's like Muhammad Ali. Stick and move, stick and move, stick and move. Constantly. The only way to do that is get lean. It's the only way to do it. Get lean and mean. You got the meanness. You just need the leanness now, dude. Elliott. Val Woodburn. I'm sorry. Elliott, yeah. Get a little bit more cardio going. I know it was your first UFC fight, and you did good. You know what I mean? You got the win. Winning fixes everything. I can only see you getting better. The Welsh gangster. England got another good fighter, a good mixed martial artist in their country right now. Val Woodburn, I wish you nothing but luck. The Animal. I like the name. The Welsh gangster, I like that too, man. I hope you guys, both of you, do well in your next fights, man. Honestly. Val Woodburn, just learn to get rid of some of that muscle. It ain't going to fucking help you, man. It's taking up too much of your cardio. When you have too big a muscle like that, it takes all your red blood cells, it takes all the oxygen that you should be having in your lungs, and for second wins and third wins and fourth wins. What happens when you go 5 rounds? That's why John Jones is so good. In the 4th and 5th rounds, he puts the pace on motherfuckers. And he was partying every fucking week prior to fights. So much of a fucking a savage he is. Good luck to Welsh gangster. Like, England has another tough fucking dude. Val Woodburn, just get back to the drawing board, bro. Miranda Maverick defeats Andrea Lee. Andrea Lee, I don't know if you're going to be around much longer. You might be in PF Bellator now. Bellator and PFL are together. I forget what they call it now. PF Bellator or whatever, with no elbows. I don't know how you call that mixed martial arts, but that's one thing I don't understand. But I do like Bellator fighters. I do like a few. Cedric Doumbé, Francis Ngannou I like. Probably 1 or 2 other PFL fighters I like. But other than that, I like Bellator a lot better. I like their champions versus our champions this week. I will talk about that during the week. That's going to be a good card. I'm just interesting. It's an interesting card to me. That's all. It could be really good. It could be fucked up. But I knew this was going to be Maverick decision. I was pretty sure of it. Maverick looked pretty good in there. Andrea Lee, not bad, but not someone on a 3-fight losing streak, or whatever fuck it was. I think it was 3. Let me make sure I got it right, because I can't Just go on fucking. Oh yeah, so that's 4 in a row right there. You lost. But here's the thing you got going for you. They're all decisions, losses. So you went the distance with all these ladies, right? So you might still have a job. Let me see. What's your so pro MMA statistics? Okay, what's this? Is this the UFC? Oh, submissions, decisions. All right, promotion. So 5 and 7 in the UFC, 2018, 2024. You might still be around maybe 4 and 2 in a Victor, I think that is. Yeah, in Victor. And 2 and 0 in LFA. You might get shit back to LFA. Like my boy Jay said. Yeah, I think he's on to something. I don't know what this KGB thing is fucking when you're from America. I don't understand it. Yeah. I don't know where you are. Where were you born? Yeah, Atlanta, Texas. Atlanta, Texas, United States. There's an Atlanta in Texas? Wouldn't surprise me. I just never knew there was. Finding out of Bossier, Louisiana. You fought tough. I mean, you're a tough woman, but 4 losses in a row ain't fucking good for anybody. Winning fixes everything. We all know that. Everyone knows that in fighting. Yeah, so that's the whole card. So let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wins. Yeah, that ain't good. 5. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. 5 and fucking 7, not good. 2 perfects makes up for it, because if you fucking went with what I said, the method of victory, you would have fucking made a lot of money. So yeah, you would have definitely broke even. I made a couple bucks, but I'm here to make you even more money. So yeah, for the fucking year, you guys are definitely up money, but I don't know. I owe you guys a good week. So this week coming up there's a good card coming up. I think it's in Mexico City. And I watched the Tony Ferguson RDA fight all the time when that bitch voice goes in the back of my head before I got to go train or something. It does happen once in a while. So I'll watch like an old fight or something just to get me fucking going. Like all right, bitch voice, I'm not going to let you win. And that's really the truth. So yeah, that's my trick. I'll watch old school fights and shit. Like where they had to dig deep and go into deep waters where the great white sharks fucking swim. Scared of the sharks because you never swum out. Great white terror from the golden era. Talk shit clever like Yogi Berra. Shout out to Everlast from the Coca Nostra, a.k.a. House of Pain. All right, people, take it easy. That was fucking, that was the breakdown. I have to do it. I have to keep my fucking word. When I say I'm gonna fucking do it, I do it. I like to do it on Sundays, but when people ain't that emotionally invested, like, after people sleep after the fights and shit. But I had a few things to do yesterday, and I could do it today. John Nitty, what's up, brother? We got another local in there. Holy shit, we got locals in there tonight. I like it. Have a good night, brother. Get up. All right, brother. You too, brother. Have a good night, Nitty. It's good to see you still fucking doing your thing, brother. Keep your head up, brother. B. Luke, thanks for jumping in there. 617. AJ, thanks for jumping in there. All the people that are jumping in and out. It's all good. I just appreciate you guys jumping in. And I'll be on here at least 3 times this week for fights. We got boxing. We got PFL versus Bellator champions. We got UFC. I think it's Fight Night in Mexico. I think it's Fight Night in Mexico this week. And I think we got Resin too. So, and we got boxing. So, yeah, there'll be a lot of fights to talk about. So, you'll definitely see at least 3-4 days a week. And you'll get Savage Inc. picks Friday. So, we'll see what happens. Yeah, at least 3 more days this week for sure. And definitely Sunday. I don't know. This Sunday is open. So I'll do post fights on Sundays. I'll try to keep them on Sundays in the afternoon. later in the afternoon on Sundays. That's the only fucking day off of the week. The rest of the week, I'm constantly fucking putting in work. You know what I mean? When people don't know what you're doing, and then they see it like down the road or whenever, soon or whatever, when they see it, they're like, oh, I can see why I haven't seen him around in a while. No wonder why. He's been fucking working on my third album. It's coming out good. I'm not blowing smoke up my ass. I wouldn't do that. I was always my worst critic. You know what I mean? And I still am. I'm not rushing this album. I'm working on it every day. I'm not rushing to push it out there right away just to get it out there. This one has got to be my most prized album of all time because it's my third album I'm doing. So this one's got to be a charm. 3 for the Stripes, Adidas, right? Forever. New Balance forever. And maybe Puma will make it in there. Maybe soon. Maybe. We'll see. Or maybe Saucony or Asics or somebody who wants Under Armour. Who knows? You never know what's in the plans. Adidas Originals. I've been wearing Adidas since fucking young. Yeah, I still wear Adidas and New Balance to this day. So, yeah, I got fucking Adidas. But these just house here, but they are Adidas. Adidas, hook me up. And Adidas Originals. I hashtag you guys all the time. Hook me up. And I'm going to be talking to some supplement fucking companies and some cannabis products because I'll be growing cannabis on a regular basis probably in another month or two. Coming out with like 3 to 6 to 8 strands of my favorite Boston athletes and other cities in Massachusetts athletes. That's something that's going to be coming up in a couple months. That's what I mean. I got so much shit going on. I'm going to unveil things right when they happen. So this is going to be, other than this, I got another channel too that'll be promoted. You can see it at the bottom, sliding at the bottom now. But that'll be 3 times a week. An album from hard rock, an album from thrash, speed metal, and an album from like hardcore rap. Because I'm making my third album, so that's why I said I'll do a reaction with albums instead of songs, whole albums. Show you my fucking knowledge on music, because all the concerts I went to in the 80s and 90s, and a few and done a lot of shows with my first 2 albums. Actually got paid to do them. You know what I mean? So a lot about music too, not just fighting. A lot about life in general. So yeah, a lot of niches. Take it easy, people. Have a blessed night. Have a great week, man. And kill it out there, man. Follow your fucking passions, people. Follow your passions. You know what? We'll end the night with another fucking that song was fitting because of all the bullshit that was going on. With a lot of trials coming up, and I do understand a lot of these people because I've been there, so I understand these people. I feel bad for them, man. I really do. But there are consequences for fucking around, and that's why you won't see me fucking around with illegal shit. It's all legal what I'm doing. I'm just going through my second album. It's on CD, baby. I like the first album better, to be honest with you, but this one ain't bad. This one ain't that bad. It's not horrible. It's better than average. Better than what a lot of people have done out there. This one's just pretty quick song. Let me see. What the fuck happened, man? Oh, gee. Jesus. I start talking multi-millionaire and they're fucking throwing that shit in there. That's funny. They know how to they know everything you're saying. Quincy Mental Health Center, tune-up oil change.
Crash, flash, and a flash, hit the gas. No turning back on this one. My life's all done. My mind lacks the wisdom to avoid situations like this one. Crash, flash, and a flash, hit the gas. No turning back on this one. My life's all done. My mind lacks the wisdom to avoid situations like this one. Woke up dead, looking for life
In a 6-foot plywood bed, 6 inches from the rest of your life.
no blessing inside. My aggression's full throttle for the rest of the night.
Full throttle hitting all
Throttle
the
hitting
gears.
all the
In
gears. In the Jersey barriers. In that Route 3. We all used to
Fuck
this.
the world.
Fuck my wife, that fucking stupid bitch got
The
up
end of my life, holding a crucifix.
Who gazes ain't focused. We're not faking.
We're hustlers, struggling, still every track we lacing. That's not enough with the problems we facing. Going crazy, lacking motivation.
Problems are facing,
Problems are
road
facing,
raging,
road raging, the beat. You don't want no problems. Hey,
Y'all
man.
seen some shit, but nothing we've been through. The few people I love that will miss you. Crash, flash, and a flash, hit the gas. No turning back on this one. My life's all done. My mind lacks the wisdom to avoid situations like this one. Crash, flash, and a flash, hit the gas. No turning back on this one. My life's all done. My mind lacks the wisdom to avoid situations like this one.
They call the kid the fireman, I'm pyro in the garbage can. I spark you with a match, I can burn down the nation, man. You flipping pics, I carry flamethrowers. Sickles to the homes, you ain't paying what you own, you better know it. Hotter than the carry blaze on the warm and sunny days. About putting flames and whipping up an aeroplane. These damn lanes got me chasing fast lanes, ashes to ashes. That's sticky skins, man. I do, and I don't, I can't, and you won't. Push 100 smokes, wheel smoking up some fire dope. I'm wild like a blaze, I can burn for many days. You don't wanna play. I was coming with the hand grenades. They claiming that they hot as the burners on the block. Hot 16s, you would drop them non-stop. Now at the flight to the spot, then we bang it to the top. So get the fuck up my spot and give me my damn block.
Crash, flash, and a flash, hit the gas. No turning back on this one.